Hi and welcome to this week's budget edition of CBTV. Labor's budget is riddled with debt, with deficit and broken promises. And the budget confirms that Julia Gillard and Wayne Swan have no plan to build a stronger economy, repay debt or to create secure jobs. They only have a plan for more borrowing, more taxes and record debt. We're entitled to ask, if the budget is going back into surplus, then why is Labor asking for another $50 billion on the national credit card limit? It just adds to fears that Julia Gillard and Wayne Swan are gilding the lily on their wafer-thin surplus promise. This budget is littered with more broken promises from a Prime Minister who broke her word to Kevin Rudd, broke her written agreement with the independent Andrew Wilkie and broke her word to the Australian people. And last night, Julia Gillard dumped her promised company tax cuts. It was only 2 months ago she said, if you're against cutting company tax, you're against economic growth. And if you're against economic growth, then you're against jobs. She's also broken her solemn promise set out in the 2009 Defence White Paper to increase defence spending by 3% in real terms. And let's not forget about the biggest broken promise of all, the carbon tax. Despite Julia Gillard saying 5 days before the last election, there will be no carbon tax under the government I lead, Budget 2012 is Australia's first carbon tax budget. And the world's biggest carbon tax is about to hit families, jobs and investment at the worst possible time. The budget papers confirm that despite falling international carbon dioxide emissions prices, Labor's toxic tax will go up to $29 a tonne in just 3 years. And they'll also be spending $36 million on taxpayer-funded carbon tax advertising over the next 2 years. More propaganda to defend a lie. Wayne Swan says that this is a budget for the battlers. What he doesn't seem to realise is that the best thing any government can do for struggling Australian families is to scrap the toxic carbon tax. This budget does not cut spending, it increases taxes, it lifts the debt ceiling to $300 billion and it delivers the carbon tax. Australians deserve better than a budget that increases debt, increases unemployment and increases taxes. In fact, Australians deserve better than this incompetent government. This is Cory Bernardi. You're watching CBTV.